Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, and in today's video we shall be talking about saying thank you to Covid-19. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and let us get into the video. So, boys and girls, why, you must be thinking, am I thanking Covid-19? Well, for one reason and one reason only, and that is thanks to the way things have been with vehicle licensing and MOT testing and so on. Everyone in the UK is, or should I say has, had a MOT reprieve or an exemption for an additional 6 months. So my MOT was supposed to run out in well, at the beginning of this month, on the 4th of July, Independence Day ironically, and I was lucky enough for the MOT to expire right in the middle of that, so I've got an extra 6 months on my MOT. So instead of it expiring on the 4th of July, it now expires on the 4th of January, which suits me down to the fucking ground, because in January I won't be on the bike anymore. Well, hardly be on the bike, should I say. So that will give me more than enough time to get any little niggly bits done and dusted and sorted out, and get an MOT done and make her good for the following spring. It also means that I've got an extra 30-40 pounds in my pocket that I can use to get the bike track ready, because I want to do a track day before the year is out. I did a video not so long ago about the pros and cons of doing a track day and whether I should or I shouldn't and yada yada yada. I will link that in the description and in the card above. But the long and short of it is, I want to do a track day, and I'm going to make it happen at some point or another this year. Whether it is using my bike or someone else's, I'm going to make sure it fucking happens, because I am desperate to do a track day. I'm desperate to see what this bike is capable of, because I know it will outperform me at every given opportunity. But I'm hoping to get at least some sort of thrashing out of it on a track day. My track of choice is probably going to be Brands Hatch Indy, because it's nice and short and easy to learn, and for someone who's doing their first track day, it's probably a better thing for me to do a short circuit rather than a long one. But that's by the by. So anyway, I have to thank Covid-19. I can't believe I'm actually saying it, but thanks to that dreaded fucking disease that's currently plaguing the world, my bike is going to be on the road for at least another 6 months before I have to worry about an MOT, which is nass. Also, in other news, I've had a bit of an improvement in position at work, shall we say, but I'll get into that in another video, because it's kind of hush hush at the minute. But obviously when I know that's been made official, I'll let you guys know. Also, when it comes to track days, has anyone got any preferences on tyres? Any of my subscribers who watch my videos have any recommendations for track tyres or road tyres that can be used on track? Feel free to drop them in the comments down below. I will do my best to try and get through every single comment if I get any. If anyone has any ideas for additional camera locations, again, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. I have got one camera angle that I want to try out pretty soon if I can, and that's going to be the camera angle down by my swing arm. So hopefully in the next video or so you'll see that difference in angles, shall we say, because I've got enough cameras to go around, so it's about time I started fucking using them. I did attempt to have one on my dash before, which works out alright, but I don't think, obviously we're trying to sync up the audio and the video, it was a bit of a hit and miss kind of thing. So if you guys remember, I used to have a camera just here, and I moved it up there on my mirror, as well as getting a little bit of a reprieve from Covid-19. How is everyone doing? I know it's easier said than done to be cheerful at times like this, but like I always say, if you don't laugh you end up crying, and no one wants to see a grown man cry, believe me. I've seen myself cry in a mirror and it's not pleasant. More of a question to you guys more than anything else. How would you guys feel about me doing a lot more first ride videos? Because believe it or not, I am desperate to try and ride other bikes, whether they be 125s, 600s, 1000s, whatever. I really want to get my hands on a couple of different bikes. So I know people are going to be wanting to see that, and believe me, I want to be on different bikes as well. The newest bike I want to try and get a test ride on is the new 2020 Honda Fireblade. If you remember well, I didn't actually record a video on it, but I mentioned quite a few months ago, well, it was over a year now I think, I mentioned that I was lucky enough to ride a Honda Fireblade SP, and it was a beautiful bike. It really was. Nice and smooth, torquey, loud, grunty, you know, it had everything you could imagine. The only thing that was missing was a quick shifter. Had it had a quick shifter, it would have been perfect in my opinion. But unfortunately, HRC never put one on it. It would have been nice. It would have given the bike another dimension. But other than that, it sounded absolutely fucking glorious. It really did. It sounded the absolute dog's bollocks. And if I could have another go on one, believe me, I'm jumping on it. If I could get my hands on another Fireblade, the SP especially, you best fucking believe I'm having a go on it. The bikes that I'm looking to hopefully test ride this year, before the weather gets too shitty: the new Honda Fireblade, the new Kawasaki ZX-10, the KTM Super Duke 1290R, the Ducati Panigale V4 Street Fighter. If someone's got one they want to let me have a go on, then feel free to let me know. You know, the comments are there for you guys to communicate, so please do. I also want to have a go on a Panigale V4, whether it's a base model or an S. Oh, could you imagine if I got to go on an R? Hello, Mr. MT-07. That's a different MT-07 that I normally see, but hello anyway. I'm also going to be taking the bike around a few twisties at some point with a couple of lads that I know. Dickhead! As well as all those test rides I want to try and do this year, and a track day, and go around the twisties, to give people another dimension of what it's like to own one of these bikes. You know, take around the twisties, show people that the bike isn't just all straight line speed. You know, that the bike can go around corners, and quite often will go around corners without any hesitation. Because let's face it, doing the shit I'm doing now doesn't exactly bode well for the bike, because this whole stop-start traffic is fucking horrendous. Not just for me on the bike, but also for you guys watching. I still can't believe that I have to thank Covid-19 for giving me an extra 6 months on the road. It's madness. But I'm not going to argue with an extra 6 months. Or should I say 6 months of free riding. I'm not going to knock it. I'm not going to knock it. I'm not going to turn it down, obviously. Also, on a happier note, ladies and gentlemen, I am literally 2 payments away from owning this bike now. Literally, just 2 more payments and then this bitch is mine. And in all fairness, I cannot fucking wait. There's so many things I want to do to this bike. I want to prep her for track duty. I want to make her the sickest, the loudest, the fastest, the most powerful 1098 going. But, you know, that's all wishful thinking, you know. Got to make sure the engine's in tip-top condition before I start doing any of that sort of madness. Here's a question as well. What bike would you like to see me test ride next? An R1, a GX 1000, an MT10, an MT09, an MT7, a Honda Fireblade, a Panigale, a RSV4. Tell me what you like to see me ride, and I will see what I can do. Because that's one thing I've noticed about test rides. Like before lockdown, there were people doing test rides all over the gaff. And obviously, as you guys know, I did my test ride on the V2 with P&H down in Crawley. I'll put a link to their website in the description. But now, not so many. That's another thing I've noticed. If people want me to test ride an Aprilia, where the fuck am I going to get my hands on one? Or Ducati. There's not many Aprilia dealers in the UK anymore. Well, to be fair, there's none, if I'm honest. I think there's probably, what, 2 possible places where you can find Aprilias. In Moto in Croydon's one of them. And I'm not entirely sure where the other one is. But it's going to be the arse end of nowhere. Because let's face it, Aprilias aren't exactly the most sought after bikes these days. All the Japanese stuff is by far and away more popular. But, you know, don't take anything away from Aprilias, they're still good bikes. You know, I had their RSV Mille many years ago, and that was a good bike, it really was. But if I had to choose another bike to test ride, and it had to be a V4, and I couldn't get a Panigale V4, it would definitely have to be the Aprilia. I mean, after seeing that video that Bamber and Grumble did, however long ago it was, I really want to have a go on one. I mean, my top of my list of bikes I want to test ride, as it stands, the Ducati Panigale V4, don't care what model. The Ducati V4 Street Fighter, the Aprilia RSV4 Factory 1100, the KTM Super Duke 1290R, the Honda Fireblade, the Kawasaki ZX10. If there's anything else that I can think of, I want to fucking ride it. But for now, it's all wishful thinking. But as always, boys and girls, this is where I'm going to leave you. So please, look after each other, look after yourselves, be safe on the roads, try and stay away from Covid-19 if you can, and make sure to like, comment and subscribe. So for now, this is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, saying look after yourselves, look after each other, stay safe on the roads, stay away from Covid-19, and as always, adios!